Right. Okay. So I think that should be everything set up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to what is hopefully going to be a long-term series of Rome Total War, the classic RTS games from what was it? Not a Creative Assembly. One of their oldest and probably most popular title in the Total War franchise, and a personal childhood favorite of mine. And just a fair warning in advance, I am not sure how well this is going to work out because I've had troubles trying to stream this before in the past. So this may or may not work out well for me, depending on how things go. Oh. But we'll just see how it goes from here. And without further ado, let's hop into this. So assuming everything's all working, you should see the screen just fine. Everything's fine and dandy, or it should be fine and dandy. I see Chris has got coming to the chat, or at least I'm not sure how long ago that was. This is why I need another monitor. Well, specifically today, we are going to be playing the Imperial Campaign, which is basically the main mode for this game. And I'm also going to be doing something I haven't done in ever on this game, and I'm actually going to be playing on a harder difficulty than I usually play. Which is to say, not on medium. Reason why this would be a first for me is because, oh, whoa. Visual glitch there. That's why I'm not sure if this will work well, but I'll keep going. So, this was like one of those older games where to artificially increase the difficulty, they just gave the AI a bunch of buffs and such that the player had no access to. Not this time around. This time around, I'm going to actually try doing these harder difficulties, and I'm probably going to die because of it. Oh well, Now, contrary to the title of the game, I am not going to be playing as the Romans. I am playing as Germania, because I find that playing the Romans is, well, rather easy. So I want a bit of a challenge. Also, fair warning, I have actually modded the game slightly. It's easy to do, really. You just have to mess around. You just have to mess around with the files a bit. There's a guy who you could, who I had to follow to do it. His YouTube name is To Nerd Is To Human. If you're interested in Total War content, among other things, go check him out. He's got some, in my opinion, frankly, pretty great content, and he's also really good at modding the classic Total War game. So, huge shout out to him for actually making some of the modding that I ended up doing for this video possible. But anyways, Germanic faction. Every faction you pick has this little thing here, and if you'll let me indulge myself, I'd like to read it aloud. The Germans, 27 BC. The 270 BC, sorry. The forests of Germania are dark and deep, and home to many brooding gods and malign forces. Some of this darkness, this menace, can be found in the people of the forests, men not easily tamed or turned to gentle pursuits. They are born to war, savage in battle, unforgiving of insults, implacable when feuding, and cruel in victory. Their gods are terrible and demand hideous sacrifices of men, women, and children. This much, at least, the scribes of civilized lands believe to be true. The Germans are much like their Celtic neighbors, but with their own distinctive styles of dress, their own language, and their own ways. They are a confederation of people who speak the same tongue and honor the same warlike and harsh gods rather than a nation. Their constant feuding amongst themselves makes them distrusting of strangers and difficult allies. Warlords rise and fall among them almost continuously, and the difficult conditions in their homeland make sure that they have few large towns. Peace is almost unknown to them, except when won with an axe or sword. All of this has produced a race of warriors second to none. The Germans may not be sophisticated fighters, but they are cunning, clever, and do not know the meaning of fear. Ambush and treachery they understand in full, along with vengeance and the importance of leaving no enemy alive. They are a vigorous people, a people who could be great across the whole of the world. All they need is leadership and the chance to fight. What a what a nice way to start things off. So just a fair. So in case it wasn't obvious, this isn't entirely historically accurate. I couldn't tell you how accurate that is to history. This game definitely is not meant to be taken as historically accurate. A lot of it is supposed to be told mainly from the Romans' perspective, but we're not playing as the Romans today, so but I'm sure there are other channels or people who could probably give you a more accurate thing. But for now, with that there, let's get right into it. And just fair warning, this might be extremely loud audio-wise. Assuming I actually have the audio on. Do I have the audio on? I don't. Well, it's a good thing that I caught that in time. And all right, let's see what this gives to us then. And again, sorry about the audio quality. I have no idea how to change the audio quality for these cinematics in this game.
Before my grandfather's grandfather was born, this was our land. These are good places. Our gods live here, in the trees and rivers.
Ooh.
They watch over us. We are happy. We hunt. We love. We have families, homes, a good life. But sometimes we must fight. The Romans
Okay, and unfortunately I'm going to have to cut that short because something's clearly wrong with the audio and cinematics. That is the problem with working with this thing. And apparently Toggle Fog of War is still on. I have no idea why that happened. Yeah, this is an old game and it kind of shows. But anyways, here we are as the Germans. And we've got quite an interesting setup we got here. 5,000 gold, which from what I understand is usually the bare minimum that they start you with for most factions. And we're in a fairly decent spot. It's not a great spot. It's almost completely landlocked, but let's not worry about that. So right now, our biggest concerns are the Gaelic tribes. We got the Gaelic tribes here, or Gauls, which would become modern-day France. We have the British up here on their little island. That's going to be one of our primary targets here in the early game. Way down in the south here are the Romans. They're going to be a big problem for us later on. And then over here is Dacia, who we actually share a border with. We're going to have to be careful of those guys because they often like to come across this little riverbed here or a little bit over here if they take the settlement. And then they just march into our land and start causing trouble. I can't say I blame them. They've got a lot of problems over here in the east. Is that the east? Yeah. They have their own problems here in the east with the Greeks and such. But for now, our first order of business is going to be, well, getting our economy up and running. First things first, let's get some roads going, because roads not only help with trade, but they also make it so that travel between our cities is a little faster. While they're doing that, we'll send our spy down here to do some shenanigans. And you, sir, are going to go this way and start making some diplomatic alliances. And I say alliances with a grain of salt, because there is no such thing as alliances in Rome Total War. Why would there be? Get a few peasants going for these garrisons. Except you. You're going to just straight up stay here. Because I need you to be a buffer between us and them. Alright, so how good are you, sir? We start off with some pretty decent commanders at first. This guy in particular, ooh, I like that. So these guys, you guys are gonna go on a little field trip. We need you to help take out Bordeshome, and then later we're gonna swing around here to, I think the territory is called Vicus Gothi, because it's got some pretty good resources we're gonna want. You, sir, are just going to stay here and be a good boy. Meanwhile, let's get some tax rates going. That is going to be our primary form of income for quite some time, is just being able to rev up those taxes. Our people are probably going to hate us for doing this for quite some time, but, you know, sacrifices must be made for the greater good. You guys are going to move out here. And, really, there's not much else we can do for this first turn. I'll actually bump that down for now until we actually get a... Well, they might be fine. They'll be fine. They can afford to be angry with us for one turn. We'll have a garrison there anyways in a short while. Right. And there's really not much else we can do. I could have this guy set up a watchtower really quick. Just because that's always a good thing to have. Always good to have a good bead on things on how they're going in your empire. Alright, so that gives us a little bit of stuff, and I think now is when we end our turn. Got those roads coming up. Everything's looking good. How is this city looking? 75% chance success. Hey, that worked. Alright, got some boys coming up. We got a new baby born. And the gold's rolling in. Not a lot of gold, though, because we are quite the spenders, it would seem. But it's enough to serve the purposes of what we need it to do. Well, that's going here. I'm going to put some walls up because that'll, at the bare minimum, it will prevent anyone from just walking into our thing. Hold on. What is the population growth of these cities? This one's the one I'm going to need to work on the most, I feel. Because it's the only one that's actually attached to the ocean. That and Bordeshome, but Bordeshome is, not great right now. Let's just put it at that. Bordeshome's going to be a, rather crappy city for us for a while. But once we get that up and running, it'll probably net us some good wealth. You, sir, place a watchtower here because why not? You, sir, get on the bridge. So if those stinking Brits come this way, you'll be able to kill them. This was a time where we didn't like these type of people. That's for sure. Britain, it's also just because Britain's going to be our primary enemy here. They're in a pretty secure place right now. Safe on their island. Meanwhile, I have to more or less rely on my infantry to do any meaningful damage to them. We'll be able to get through that soon. Do I want to go to war with the Gauls right this moment? Well, I can't now, but for now, I'll just have the army in place. Because our army, our war bands and such is, believe it or not, vastly superior to theirs. Because the spear warband, they're going to carry us through the most of the early game. Oh, I forgot this diplomat's here. You go that way. So you're going that way. You're going this way. You're both going to end up going the same direction eventually, I feel, but we'll worry about that later. Bordershom. Got some pretty basic militia units there. We may as well take that now while we can. And as predicted, yeah, this is going to be a fairly simple battle. I'm not going to auto-resolve it, though, because we might end up losing more casualties, more men that way. Auto-resolve's not always that reliable. And neither is this remote control thing either.
Hard is the look on your woman's face when you are a weakling, but I see no one here who must worry about that. Warriors, take up the sword and the axe, the bow and the knife. We come for glory and honor.
Very rousing speech from the general. That is something that never gets old in this game. Hearing your general rouse the troops up with a speech. Right, then. Although the hard part here is actually going to be trying to fight in the cities, ironically, because this game has, frankly, quite terrible pathfind. That's probably one of my few gripes with it. And because of that terrible pathfinding, we're going to have to improvise a bit. The good news is that it goes both ways. Start screeching, ladies. Those ladies are morale destroyers. Morale is key in this game, so they are going to be the main reason why our enemies run in fear. And that's exactly what you need them to do. The hard part, that's not going to apply when on the plaza, but we'll get to that later. For now, everyone just move up, slow and steady light. There's no time limit because I turned that off. Good, that means I can take as long as I want here. It's also arguably bad because it means I also can't just burn out the clock if necessary. It's a pro and a con for both, in that regard. Right, so let's get our boys up, slowly move them up further. Let's see how bad the pathfinding works when we do this. Alright, already we're getting some pretty bad pathfinding. No matter, this is still going exactly as I need it to go. Right. Don't get stuck on the terrain, fellas. That's all I ask of you. Right. Now, let's see. Start moving a few guys up. See what the enemy does. Right. You guys get around up here. Ladies, keep up the screeching. General, you're not going to be much help in this battle, so you're just here for moral support. Or morale support, whatever. Point is, you're here to look tall and proud. That is the extent of your power here. Oh, and it looks like the enemy is going to take the bait. Fortunately for us, this phalanx formation is absolutely goated in this game, so they're going to lose more of their men trying to break that formation than I'm going to lose men keeping it. Although that there on the side is going to certainly cause trouble. Potentially. Right, so let's see if I can bait... I'm trying to see if I can bait these guys into fighting us. If not, it's no biggie. Okay, start slowly circling around here. You guys move into position. Right. Alright, you guys, are you in position? Great. Now, just march into the back of them, boys.
The enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing.
Oh,
The enemy warlord is
well,
dead,
that was quick.
slain by your brave warriors.
Yeah, like I said, so like we lost probably like only like a handful of guys there. They just lost pretty much everyone, including their leader. But now comes probably the boring part of this fight, and it's because while they're on the plaza, they cannot lose. Or rather, they will never break. They will never ever lose morale and run for their lives. So the only thing I can do is try and like bait them into it's like maybe try and bait them into oh, he just got put in his place. Oop, get into that position faster, boys. Get in that position faster, boys. Right. Now just move these guys around. Alright, so you're actually causing a bit of problems here, so you guys start moving in, hit them on the sides and all. They're probably not going to be using their spears that much, which is a bit of a shame. That ruins like their primary strength here, but it's a risk I'm going to have to take. You guys aren't having that much trouble though. So technically these guys are more experienced than my men, but again, that phalanx formation kind of ruins it for them. And there we go.
Hunt them down and slay them all.
Now I could continue to battle, keep getting kills and all, but honestly, I don't need to.
We fight no more. The enemy are in full flight, and the victory is yours.
Yeah, look at those kills. They only got 16 of my guys in total. Meanwhile, I've killed 220 of them, which is almost their whole force. So yeah, those phalanxes are going to be a real game changer for us against other barbarians.
Settlement captured.
Right, now we occupy the settlement because there's no point in exterminating the settlement unless we're going up against any other faction, if we're stealing anyone else's faction that isn't of our culture. Right. In the meantime, you, sir, go that away and go for Vikas Gothy. Or, actually, I might even have you just take out these peasants. Those stinky peasants. It's gonna take you a while to get over there anyways. So, yeah, looks like everybody's doing their part.
Can I be of service?
You can be of service, yes. Did I have my other diplomat go out yet? That's probably the hard part, is that I can't tell where my diplomats went. Oh well. Oh, the Britons. They're doing trade rights and map information. I accept. Nice to get that little boost in trade while I still have it. Obviously, it won't last long, but it's still nice to have while it's around. All those peasants' garrisons are up. Gold is coming in. The Romans are already moving into Greece. That's not good. Greece is probably the most advantageous country here, so yeah, that's gonna spell trouble. We'll have to deal with that later, though. Alright, in the meantime, what can we do for you, sir? Let's rev up those those farms, because we're gonna need it. You're a large town. You're also a large town. Which one of you are closer? Oh, you are. In that case, you will be Woden. Is Woden the one that does what I think it does? Yep, that's what Woden gets me. Woden is going to give us our Gothic cavalry, among other things. And that's exactly what we want and need. You, on the other hand, you are going for the Shrine of Freya because we need to get your population numbers up and running. Actually, first, let's go for a farm first. We kind of need that agricultural stuff because otherwise this is not going to be a quick and easy thing. Let's see. I think I can afford to turn the garrison down on a few of these guys, maybe. Yeah, like this one here. Let's see. If I disband you, are you going to be fine? Yeah, you're fine. You, on the other hand, probably not. That sucks. Let's see. Alright. So first things first, let's go and knock some heads in. Oh. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. The gates are open thanks to my spy. Well, this is going to be an easy battle. Meanwhile, you there, go there, see if the Britons have made any moves. They have not made a move yet. That's good news. You, sir, can't really do anything at the moment, so I don't need to worry about you. You start moving. Do we want to take them out now? Maybe wait for a little bit. You, in the meantime, take out this city. They're gonna come out. Yep. 2 armies I'm gonna have to fight. Ooh, those druids look nice. Ah, they got the mercenaries too. Now, it says this is a losing battle, but I assure you, this battle is very much winnable with our phalanxes. So, let's go right into it.
That smell is the enemy. That's what fear does to weaklings. Shall we show them what swords can do to their skulls? And remember this above all. Our forefathers watch from the afterlife. Make sure they are not ashamed.
Unfortunately, the Romans get all the good speeches in this game. The only way you could change that is to edit the files, and unfortunately, I don't know how to do that, nor am I willing to potentially break my game just because I want my guys to sound a little more epic in their speeches. So for now, we're just going to deal with it.
The enemy are scared. They have brought even more men. No matter, we will count the dead later.
Yes, we will count the dead later, but first let us actually get into this town. So there goes their war band. They've got some, let's see, they got light cavalry, they got the general cavalry, more war band, and if I recall correctly, those guys are, let's see, war band, some more cavalry, more war band, and druids. Okay. This is a very much winnable fight for us, even though we are clearly outnumbered. But we have the phalanxes, so I am not particularly worried. Right. Oh, are they coming out to us? Nope. Okay, I guess the AI decided that they wanted, or the CPU, or whatever you want to call it, of the time, I guess they wanted to try and fake me out. All things considered, I really should try and take the city as quickly as I can, because right, come on, boys, you can do this. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're just gonna end up hitting our own guys if you haven't already.
Our warriors have taken the walls. Now the streets will run with blood.
Alright, there we go. There we go. I actually was slightly concerned there for a second, but we got through the gate. Get everyone inside quickly, quickly, quickly. Just a bunch of bodies piling up. Don't worry about it. Right, now let's see if I can do this part properly. I'm gonna have to play this very carefully, or else we will lose our stuff. And of course, the first comment of the day is a bot. Wonderful. Truly, truly marvelous. Man, pathfinding in this game is not great. Well, we lost one. We lost one good soldier in that charge of theirs, but we pushed them back still. So that's some good news. Now let's see. Get back into your position. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, they are already trying to move in. This is going to... Well, it's not going to be pretty, that's for sure. Alright, here come those druids charging in. Charging into their deaths. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Are one of those guys... Okay, well, none of them, thankfully, are ranged units, but this is still going to be a bit dicey. Get your formation, boys. Go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, my goodness. Now phalanx. There we go. Whoa. Don't know how I did. Don't know how I managed to do that, but I'll take it. Right. You do that. You, sir. Oh, wow. Those guys are exhausted. They're not even going to put up that good a fight. Alright. You fire as soon as they're in range. You pull back. You have pulled the generals into a fight. That is actually a very good thing. I kind of needed you to do that. Come on, come on. Come on, take the bait, take the bait, take the bait. And into the spears they charge. This should eventually result in quite a... Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Break, you fool, break. Alright, this actually might not be as great a battle as I thought it would be. Ooh, ooh, that's great. That's great. We got one of them down. We got one of them down. Ooh, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing. Any of our warriors
Come on,
would
kill him,
die
kill him, kill him,
rather than
boys.
run.
Get him. Pull back.
The enemy king is dead.
Got him.
Now his men will shake with fear.
Okay, yeah, so these guys, they're exhausted, they're tired, so they are not breaking this line. They are not breaking this line at all. Oh, I forgot about that. They've got a whole thing of cavalry over there that haven't even been hurt. No matter, we can still win this. Right. Come on, boys, come on. Those are druids, okay. Let's see how you fare against my general. To blow the horn so that he doesn't get killed in at the beginning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Well, this is quite a battle, that's for sure. It's gonna be a close battle, but I think we'll be able to pull it off. Especially if they just keep doing that. I think once I get into position, I'm just gonna have my guys sit here and wait for a bit, try and get themselves regenerated again. Or the cavalry can just decide to charge right into those spears and potentially to their deaths. Huh. Well, that was easy. Thanks for eliminating your cavalry advantage, boys. Right, now let's just wait here for a bit, let them slowly get themselves a little more freshened up. Alright, he's warmed up. You're fresh. You're fresh. You're fresh. I need you to at least be warmed up, sir, because these guys are all fresh and ready for battle. I cannot have you fighting them while tired. They will kick your butt. See if this does anything. So they're gonna play that game. Well, this is why this is probably my least favorite part of the of sieging a city, is when the AI decides to just sit back and do nothing. Probably shouldn't have used all them javelins earlier either. Here we go.
Lies dead. Now he can drink with his ancestors and watch his warriors flee.
Okay, this is gonna be a chunky affair because they won't ever lose morale while on the plaza, so all I can do really is just flood them with units and hope that that's enough to kill them. Which thus far seems to be working wonderfully.
crushed like beagles beneath your heel. This is a stunning victory.
Ooh, stunning victory, he says. Oh, no wonder. So I lost almost half the army doing that, but they lost 2 whole armies that outnumbered me significantly. I'd say that's a fair trade.
Fear us. Settlement captured.
You go get out of there. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, let's just massacre them. Oh, it was a large town. Oh, well, it's landlocked, so it doesn't matter. Retrain those units. Get a road in here. Not really sure what else to do with this right now. Okay. Resistance is indeed futile. And with this extra gold, let's see what I can do. Let's see. You're already got something going. You've got something there. Let's go with land clear. Is that a good choice? Yeah, land clearance for you. You've already got something going for you. What about you, sir? Let's get you some land clearance as well. I think that'll do it for this turn. That was quite, a
General.
successful turn. Right, now before you go anywhere, sir, let's
Move out.
quickly do this.
Build tower.
Build a tower.
Forward.
Start crossing into their territory. Yep. Transgression. Yep. I am transgressing on your land. Where are you headed? Do I want to know? Get you guys a couple things here. I'll move you eventually. Let's see. Where do we want to go for now? That's going to increase that. That's for happiness. Population growth. Improve food and farm. Let's get you some cleared land going. You got some going. Let's get you some population growth. You're doing alright. Right. Okay. Fought all the way. Let's take care of these literal peasants. This is going to be probably the easiest fight I've ever done, but
Await my orders. General. Quickly. Units.
they are these bandits or whatever the game calls them. The most they're doing right now is just being a nuisance because they're blocking trade routes. Other than that, I really don't need to kill them, but I want to. So this is going to be fun. I guess the AI is just not having to move at all because they know that they're gonna die or something? Oh wow, those barbarians actually, those peasants actually hit pretty hard.
This is no longer a battle. This is a
I get, I'm
no,
guessing that it's
a
because
coward
the
chase.
it's also a general unit, if I had to take a guess. Either way, we can do this. So now we just kill the rest of them because that's some easy XP for our boys.
Ready.
Victory is the reward of warriors. Great victories like this go only to the best.
Make haste.
That is not a great victory, sir. They only got 7 kills. That's
Fear us.
a bit more than I would have liked, but you know what? I'll take it.
Unable to move.
And he got famous warrior as a trait. Too bad he's probably going to die soon. He's age 61. Yeah, he's getting close to that point. Your leaders in this game don't usually get to live far beyond 60. And if they do, then, well, then they're probably absolute legends. Alright. How are you looking, sir? I can't tell because I have no line of sight. Right. Anyways, let's see. What are you doing?
At once.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to have you... Ooh. Find these guys.
You are mistaken, sir. Yes, master.
And start generating some trade with the Romans. Because while they may be my enemies, eventually, I may as well get some benefit out of them before that time comes. For the time being, it seems that that's all I can really do. I'm gonna have you
Waiting to
go over here, build a tower down so I can keep an eye on our nosy neighbors.
move. No more moves.
And I think that's good. Let's end our turn. Oh, sweet. And their main army is away, so...
Besieging settlement.
Unfortunately, the spy did not open the gates in time this time, but that's fine. We can work with this. Oh, I got coming of age. Sweetness. Now I can field another army. At least theoretically I can.
Able to move.
I mean, I could always field another army even without them. That is one of the benefits of... Yeah, that is one of the benefits of the older games, is that you don't need a general to field an army. Although in later titles... Yeah, although in later titles that would end with potential rebellions and such in Medieval 2, I believe. But for now, we don't need to worry about that. So let's not worry about it, because we don't need to. And for now, I just need you to get me a bit of religion going. You, sir, grab yourself some of that and a bit of this. You get yourself Freya. We need to get your population growing. That's not gonna go very fast, but you know what? It's going somewhere, that's for sure. There'll be a garrison in there soon, boys. Get yourself a Shrine of Woden. This place is... Let's get some dogs. What the dog doing?
General,
See what that dog is doing. Because why not?
forward, ready to ambush. Forward, ready to ambush. Move out, out of moves. Yes. Build tower. March.
Okay, then you go there.
General,
Right. Thrace and Macedon. The Greeks and the Carthaginians have declared a ceasefire. Interesting. Right.
sir.
You keep going over there. We need to find the Spanish, or Iberians as they are
At once.
referred to in this game. There's the Romans, Julii specifically.
At once.
Okay, be salty then, I guess.
At once.
They don't want to... They don't want to be trade buddies, I guess. That's a first. Britannia's going to try and lift the siege. They've got quite a number of guys. They even have slingers who are actually better at range than we are currently. But they also have these chariots who are going to melt like Swiss cheese if they, once they hit our spear wall.
Battle is an easy thing. What's hard is the look on your woman's face when you are...
Alright, that's the same speech as last time. Ooh. Get myself some high ground here. It's over, boys. We got the high ground.
The enemy are scared. They have brought even more men. No matter, we will count the dead later.
Units form up. Group disperse. Sequence. Forward. Ready.
This is going to be a tough fight.
Units. Units group. Group disband. Units group. War chief. March. Aye.
Spear warband. March! Spears!
already shooting down at me, and I can't do much about it. Ooh, they turned their backs too for that. That was a good hit. Oh, oh wow, that actually broke them. Six, exceptional work, my friend. Now pull yourself back before those chariots tear you apart. Are you just gonna retreat? Are you just retreating? Well, he's definitely doing something. These guys are really testing it, aren't they? Alright, that takes care of them. Now you get back here before you get slaughtered.
Waiting for orders. Move out. Units, group dismiss. Units, group. War chief. March.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Chieftain. March.
I don't think those chariots are going to come back are going to get close enough for me to spear them down with my... Unless I do something that is very, very risky. And that's why it's dangerous, because apparently chariots just kill you without any trouble.
Units, move out! Units! Units, move out!
I hate it when the AI does this.
Orders completed. Forward! Units! Units, march! Units! Units, march!
This is sometimes around the point where having the timer turned off is a bit of a curse. Alright. Well, I actually didn't think he'd do that.
The enemy army runs. Now hunt them down.
Dang it, he's gonna get away. How many shots do these guys have on them? Oh, well, this is interesting. They finally decided to attack.
The enemy has been utterly broken. This is a most worthy victory.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fight them all or run them all down. Oh. He's still stuck in there. Lovely. That actually works out very well for me.
Yes. Orders. Move out.
General, attack! Besieging settlement. Settlement under siege.
Right, well, you're all doing that. I'm all up here doing this. Carthage and Julii, allies.
I will talk to them.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yes, master. I will talk to them. Once.
Man, the Romans are... Who knew the Romans were so stingy?
My lord.
That was like the worst deal
Yes, master.
I've ever seen them make.
Out of move.
And I've seen plenty of bad deals from the Romans.
Yes.
Well, actually, that could apply to just about any faction in this game. They aren't particularly, yeah, they aren't particularly good at diplomacy. Mainly because the diplomacy all but doesn't exist in this game.
Attack!
Right. Let's take out this British king, and then I think I might just end the stream there.
what fear does to weaklings. Shall we show them what swords can do to their skulls? Now then, look to the enemy. Watch them for tricks and send them to their ancestors on a tide of blood. Await my orders.
This is likely going to be a very quick and easy battle, as the guys inside have barely have any defenses. But just in case, it is still worth staying on your toes in case they try something sneaky. So all I've got is that chariot and two woad raiders. So yeah, if we somehow lose this, I will be flabbergasted. Let's speed things up a bit, see how they do it.
Our warriors have reached the enemy gate with the ram. The gate is broken. Your warriors have done brave work with the battering ram.
Right. You boys go first. You're going to be our main reason why we're able to even take this fort.
Our warriors have driven the enemy from his own walls. The way to victory is open.
The way to victory is open. Not sure why they always gave the barbarians and the eastern guys a lisp while they talked, but there you go. Oh my gosh, pathfinding. No, nope, nope. Turn around, turn around. Spear them quickly. Yep, spear them quickly, spear them quickly.
The enemy warlord is dead, slain by your brave warriors.
Oh, get him, get him. Nope. Well, we got the general, so that much is... Where are you going, sir? Ah, pathfinding in cities is always such a pleasure.
Skirmisher warband. Warband. Skirmisher warband. Spears.
Right. Get everyone in position. I might not even kill these two guys with my spears. I might just let my javelin throwers take care of them. Alright, fire at will, boys.
We're under attack. We need fight no more. The enemy are in full flight.
That was
and our
basically just a
victory is
firing
yours.
squad at that point. That's actually kind of sad. 30 to their 10. Those chariots, man, they're great until they're not.
Shall rule. Settlement captured.
I actually will not massacre this one because I need you to be the staging grounds for invasion.
Chief,
Ooh. I might as well accept him. I don't have a lot of generals to spare.
Forward. No more
And
move.
you, sir, can actually be quite useful.
Move.
Alright, the world's already getting pretty messed up. As usual, the Carthaginians are having to deal with the Romans. Good luck with that, boys. Right. I got trade rights with them.
Taken, sir. At once. Out of
Now all I have to do is survive.
no more moves.
We're still getting a net positive so far on the money that we're receiving, so that's some good news.
Yes. Chief.
Right. Let's get some affairs in order, and then I'll probably just end it off. What do I want for this town? You are a large town. Not anywhere close to where I need it to be right now. Let's get you a trader because we're gonna need that for something here really quick. Get you some land clearance. Let's go Freya for you so that you get more of that. Dacian diplomat is at my doorstep. That's
Your honor.
good, I guess. Might give me some good trade. Might tell me that my time is up. Let's get this population growth going. And let's see that place. You can keep your high. You are at low on purpose. You are also low on purpose. Oh wait, actually, you know what? No. Let's see. Yeah, this place is more likely to become a large town and get me that port that I need. So we're gonna do that. You guys don't look very friendly. I can't afford mercenaries.
Orders?
Actually, you know what? I'll do one more battle. One more battle. Let's get this place under our control. Substandard units. Very good, very good. This should be a quick and easy battle. I say that every time, but I mean it
Before
this
dark,
time.
this battle will be done, and only we will remain. Our foes will flee. Their dead will be numberless. So fight well and make this happen. Bravery is in every warrior's heart. Bravery and more. Every warrior knows bravery and knows that he who runs answers not only to me, but to the gods.
That was actually quite a good speech. Right. Time for the tried and true barbarian phalanx. Let's get those battle formations started up. And probably speed things along because, well, we kind of need to speed things along. It's going to take a while otherwise. You guys just aren't going to do anything, aren't ya? That's like the pro-cons of turning off the time limit is that sometimes the AI will just sit there and do nothing because I guess they just don't feel an obligation to fight you if there's no time limit, if there's no clock to wait out. Man, I should have gone this way. This is much better. Oh well, I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to put that on regular speed fast enough, but. And there they go, charging headfirst into spears, and predictably that does not end well for them.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating.
Get 'em, boys.
You have killed the enemy general. Now Now his men show fear. Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack! Spears! Spear warband!
Units forward! Women! Move out! Units!
Spears! Spear warband!
Orders complete! Rally! Units!
Spears!
Alright, while they're holding the line, I'm gonna have these guys swing around back.
Phalanx formation! Move out!
Reaching women! Move!
Spears! Waiting for orders! Attack!
Whoa, 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 how are you under attack? What's happening on your end?
March!
Okay, well, that was weird.
Spear warband! Butcher them! Butcher them!
Nope, actually, pull yourselves back, ladies. Because I just realized what was gonna happen. You're not going to... That's not going to be a pleasant experience. Oh, they're doing this strange thing. Okay, I'm not sure why they're doing that. It's kind of weird. Guys, the enemy is behind you. Let's see if that fixes them.
Victory is the reward of warriors. Great victories like this go only to the best.
I guess that works. Right. 293 to 38. Not bad, not bad.
We shall rule our land by conquest.
Okay. Oh, you already have a Shrine of Freya. That's great. Alright, now this is the main reason why we got this place. These mines. Expensive, but put a little bit of investment into them, and they will become our primary source of wealth. And that is all I need them to be. And with that done, I can also afford to have them... I can also afford to have you guys leave that spot. Yeah, let's make a wall first. That way, no rebels will try to snatch her up. But with all that, I think this will be a good spot to end this whole thing. Let me just save the game and get that all sorted. So that was quite the start. Obviously, these type of games are not fast or anything, but they are enjoyable nonetheless, at least for me. So, for those of you who enjoyed that, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all soon, and until then, Ad Victoriam. Wrong game, wrong franchise, I don't care. It's still a good quote. But anyways, good night, everybody.